So now let's get into the movie, and I want to start from this guy, because from this guy's perspective, this movie is a horror film, okay? It's supposed to be a romantic movie, but from his perspective, it's a horror movie. So the story is about Kamara, who is a social media superstar, who is about to get married to this guy. And we'll talk about this guy in a bit, but this guy is friends with this other guy who is a surgeon from America. Now the surgeon is dating this girl who, if she was born some centuries back, she would have been a slave master, slave mistress. She would have sold slaves. Why, you may ask? This scene right here.
How much are we looking at?
5 million.
Hey.
That's a lot of money.
Take it or leave it.
Hey, babe, I'm here. You can't just bargain over me like I'm some object.
I'll take it.
Now, all these other characters exist to make this guy's life miserable. He went through a lot. Oh my God. Bello, his name is Bello. First, his friend and Kamara are about to get married. This is where the drama begins. All of a sudden, on the wedding day, Kamara gets a video where her boyfriend is cheating on her. The boyfriend, her husband-to-be, Larry, also saw the video and decided to run away on the wedding day, leaving his bride holding the palm wine glass and not knowing who to give it to. And this is where we learn something very important about Kami, Bimbo Ademoye's character, who she can really act, by the way. She's very good at. She played this role really, really well. She can act great in general. So we learn over here that the thing that Kamara cares the most about in the world, more than anything and everything, is her career, her fans, and her sponsorships. Nothing else is as important as those. The entire story stands on the fact that Kami will do anything to keep her brand deals. That's the way. If she had to sacrifice somebody, if this was a blood money film, she'd sacrifice a person for her brand deals. Because on the wedding day, Kami is streaming, she's live streaming her wedding to her fans because she has a brand deal where she's supposed to do that. And because the guy has run away and she found out he was cheating, she decides.
What are you doing?
Please, can you just take the drink? I'll explain later.
What are you doing?
No, listen, there are over 50,000 people watching online. I'll explain later, just take the drink.
Come on.
To give the drink to Bello, who according to the timeline, she just met not too long ago. But she has to save face because the brand deal is over there. Her fans are watching, so she has to force this poor guy to marry her on that day by giving him the drink, and he has to take it because 50,000 people are watching it online.
You could have called off the wedding.
And bring my family to shame? Do you know how many people were watching? 50,000 fans all across social media, and you want me to call it off?
And that's the beginning of this guy's troubles. First, he gets forced to be a husband when he has a girlfriend. Larry, the boyfriend-to-be who ran away, saw the video, and I guess he changed his mind and decided to come back, and he punched the guy in the face.
Oh my God! Larry, stop!
This part was funny to me because the guy ran away, saw that the girl had married somebody else, and then came back to the same place to do what exactly?
How could you do this to me? It's not what you think.
And yeah, about this part, let's talk about the acting. Bimbo Ademoye, A1. She's a great actress. Mr. Daniel, I don't even need to talk. If he was Nollywood, he's one of the top guys. Bello's girlfriend, she's cool. Larry, on the other hand...
It's not what I think. Bello, I trusted you. I took you as a brother, and the best thing you could do is to steal my woman?
No, I'm sorry, but I'm not sure he can even act on his plans. Maybe the role was not right for him, but with this kind of acting, I'm not even sure he can play dead. I don't even mean to be mean, but the whole time I was watching this, I was just like, whenever his scene came on, it just took me out of the thing. I'm sorry.
Nobody stole anything.
What?
I gave him the drink. I went on my knees. I begged him to take the drink.
If she didn't continue that sentence fast enough, my mind would have gone to so many different places.
I went on my knees.
I went on my knees and I saw. Now to Bello's girlfriend, to the slave mistress. So now Bello is in a marriage against his will and he's trying to stop it. Obviously, that's what anybody would do. His girlfriend is sad and Kami can break the marriage, but she says no.
We have to end things.
My brand, my reputation, people are going to laugh at me.
Her brand deals, her money, the most important thing in her life. How can she let that thing go to set another human being free and not lock them up in a fake marriage?
You're not listening to what I'm saying. The brands I've worked with, everybody, they're going to laugh at me.
I came here to reason with you and all you can talk about is yourself?
She can't leave him to be a free, independent man. She has to keep him so that the money will keep flowing. Speaking of money, this video is sponsored by the subscribe button. Do you enjoy great movie breakdowns, great movie content like this and want to see it on your homepage all the time? Then click on the subscribe button. Don't forget to ring the bell beside it and new videos will be delivered to you whenever they drop, as long as you like the video and leave a comment so that the algorithm knows that you like this kind of stuff and it will keep sending it to you. No terms and conditions apply. Let's get back to the film.
I went on my knees.
One part I liked in the film was the pacing of the story in this part. So over here, she says that...
I'll do it, but can you please give me some time? Please. A couple of weeks.
No,
she will end the whole thing in a few weeks, but as soon as she says it, they have another problem where James
Gemstone wants an exclusive interview with you and Mr. Bello.
What? Look, is this a joke?
So now they are forced to interact and get to know each other. Can you see where this is going? And this movie does this thing so well. Like in a lot of Nollywood YouTube movies, a lot of things tend to drag, like they'll have one thing happening and then the same thing happens again, and then it tends to drag a lot. But in this movie, things don't really drag. Like they pace the story quite well. The story keeps you invested for most of the film, but then they lost me at the end. We'll get there in a bit. And this point is where Bello's girlfriend channeled her inner slave mistress.
How much will you pay for it?
How much are we looking at?
5 million.
Hey.
That's a lot of money.
Take it or leave it.
Hey.
It's like the guy was a ghost. Imagine standing there as a black man and two people are just negotiating your price. This is not just any price. It's the price of his freedom, okay? Because if Kami gives the girl the money, then he has to go and stay with Kami. This is slavery. Fine, babe. I mean, you get to look at her bum every now and then, but it's still slavery.
Babe, I'm here. You can't just bargain over me like I'm some object.
The man is an object. Women in male-dominated spaces. Now over here is where Bello starts to show his true colors. And listen, I know these movies are made for the two love interests to look like good people, but they are not good people, okay? He's not a good guy from this point going. And so at this point, they start establishing the Bello's girlfriend as a bad person, like as this money-hungry girl. But it doesn't make him any better. They are all bad. For instance, he starts falling in love with Kami for real, even though she's not into him like that. Once again, she only cares about her brand deals. Like in this scene, his girlfriend is excited after shopping with the money she got from selling him into slavery, which is normal, not the slavery part, the shopping part. Women are excited by shopping. And Bello is on the phone with Kami, ignoring his girlfriend. Now, at the end, he finds out that she was cheating, but at this point, he didn't know. So this is bad. This is a bad thing, objectively. At another point, he kisses her in an interview, but for him, in his mind, the kiss was real.
I love you, babe.
I love you more.
Again, I love Bimbo Ademoye's acting over here. She's really, really good. But as you can see over here, like, Kami is not into that. She's not into it that much. And then he tries to kiss her again off camera and he got a swerve.
You should go. I think you should go.
Aisha. When sorrow like sea billows roll.
Yeah, and hey, I should talk about the kiss.
No, I don't think we should talk about it. It was the spur of the moment, right?
Really? I should have given you a heads up at least.
In the middle of the interview.
Over here, he was like,
So the kiss, when I did it, I felt a little tingalingaling in my body. Did you also feel a little tingalingaling in your body, especially in your pelvic area?
the girl said,
No, I didn't feel any tingalingaling in my body.
then Bello said in his head,
Shit, I wish she felt the same tingalingaling I felt in my body. I want to put my tin in her tin so we can do some tingalingaling. Oh God!
the premise of the movie is nice, by the way. It's the regular romantic comedy stuck with each other until we fall in love. But the way Kami's character is written makes the guy look bad because she doesn't care about the guy. Like, even to the end, we'll get there. I think if he was single, but he was also stubborn because his girl did him dirty earlier in the movie, that would have made him look much better because we get to see him open up to Kami. And her also open up to him because both of them will be wounded by love. Then he can fall in love again and he look like a full good guy. But this one is not a good guy. Doesn't look good. It's not a bad guy, not a terrible guy, but not the best guy. They try to save his character at the end by doing this flashback where he finds out the girl is cheating and she's like collecting too much money from him and stuff like that. They did hint at her being a cheater in the beginning where she receives a call but she doesn't pick it over there. But the guy started cheating before he found out. So it doesn't save him. The ending is mostly my issue with a lot of Nollywood YouTube movies. But maybe they didn't have enough time. The movie is like 1 hour 30 minutes long. They had enough time. But like we didn't get to see Kami's character grow out of the pain very much. Like she right to the end, she still wasn't into the guy. Like
I've not felt this way about anyone before, not even Celia.
Listen, all of this is happening. You think you have feelings to me because we're all cooked up here. After the whole thing, you thank me for saying no. So.
she was just all about her brand. The only reason she changes her mind is because Bello gives the movie speech. He gives the love speech of, I want you and I think we should do this and all that stuff.
I know that you said you're not ready for a relationship and that love isn't in your plans.
And then like, she's like, okay, let's try it. That's not that relationship is doomed to fail. And even the scene where she agrees reluctantly, and mostly because they were on live, and so the fans were happy about it. Again, it's like the character only cares about the brand.
I love you, Bello.
So at some point in the movie, he plays cards with Kami, right? And he had fun. And then there's a scene where he tries to play cards with his girl and she doesn't want to play it. And that scene is supposed to make his girl look bad or something.
Cards. I was hoping we could play cards.
We could play cards.
Yeah, it's a great bonding tool. I was hoping it would, connect us.
Babe, you were hoping that cards would connect us?
But let's think about it for a second. Imagine your boyfriend was bonding with another girl, right? And then he tries to do the same thing he was doing with her, with you. Something that you are not into, right? Then he expects you to also bond with him using that same thing that you are not into. That's not a good thing. That's not a nice thing. Like, how you feel? You're a different person. Okay, you like what you like and you don't like what you don't like. But he's bringing it to you and it's supposed to make you look like you are not a good person because you don't like the same thing the other girl likes. Then he leaves and goes to the other girl. Come on, bro.
How about we go on a date without the paparazzi and the noise? Just you and I.
Please don't say it.
Paparazzi and the noise. The writer had these words logged in their brain because he says it again at the end. The same words.
Away from the paparazzi, away from the noise and the charade. Just you and I.
And again, that's my biggest problem with the movie. Like, it was moving nicely, but at some point I was asking, is there a part 2 to this movie? Because the characters have still not figured themselves out. And of course, they try and tie it together quickly, where the guy gets this revenge by punching Larry in the face too. And then he gives the romantic speech, which audiences really, really like. She said close to the end that she doesn't have feelings for the guy. Still, like, the movie's about to end. When is she going to get feelings for the guy? When and how does the character change and become a different person? What happens to her that breaks her and makes her open up? It doesn't happen. And these things are very essential to every single story. And having 1 or 2 speeches and a flashback to quickly tie everything together makes it feel incomplete, to me at least. But I know most people who watch these movies believe that this is love, like a heartfelt speech in front of many, many people is the reason why most of you are in relationships right now that you are regretting, because you fell for poetry and speeches and tears. But it's okay. It's okay. God is with you. At the end, when he says it, the girl's Kami's assistant is telling her to say yes because of the audience and because of the brands. And when they start kissing, the victory, like, the assistant starts saying that
People are loving your love story. They are bashing Larry online. Please, can you listen to me?
like, that is the victory. The fact that the fans are come on. Does this girl love the guy or not? Jesus. All in all, I enjoyed the movie. I've watched enough Nollywood YouTube at this point to know that enjoyable is not the same as technically flawless. The movie may not tick every box, but it scratches an itch. I wish it would tick every box and scratch an itch, but who am I? Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.